Welcome to Great Guitarist of the Rock Era. Today we have a legendary guitarist whose smooth yet fiery playing helped define the sound of one of the biggest rock bands of all time. Don Felder, the man behind some of the Eagles' greatest guitar moments, from One of These Nights to the timeless Hotel California. But his journey didn't start or end with the Eagles. Let's dive deep into the career of the man who shaped classic rock history. But before we get started, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell for more stories. Born on September 21st, 1947, in Gainesville, Florida, Donald William Felder's musical journey began in a small southern town. Inspired by legends like Elvis Presley, B.B. King, and Chet Atkins, he picked up the guitar at around 10 years of age. By the age of 13, he joined his first band, the Continentals, which also included Stephen Stills, who would later be replaced in the band by Bernie Leadon. While still a teenager, Felder was teaching at a local music store where he says he was taught to play slide guitar by Duane Allman. One of his students was none other than a young Tom Petty, although Petty says it was piano lessons, not guitar. Either way, that's some pretty cool rock and roll history. By the late 60s, the Continentals had morphed into the Mondi Quintet. After the Mondi Quintet broke up, Felder went to Manhattan with a band called Flow, which released a self-titled rock fusion album in 1970. After Flow broke up, Felder moved to Boston, where he got a job in a recording studio. In 1973, Felder moved to Los Angeles, where he was hired as a guitarist for a tour by David Blue. Then, in 1974, he got the call from his old friend Leadon. That would change his life. Leadon's band, the Eagles, were looking to go in a more rock direction than on past albums. They invited Felder to the studio, and he would play on 2 tracks on 1974's On the Border. His first contribution, a blistering guitar solo on Good Day in Hell, which immediately convinced the band he was the missing piece to their puzzle. He also played on the track Already Gone and was asked to become the 5th member of the Eagles. Once Felder joined the Eagles, the band's sound evolved. His jazz and blues influenced technique blended seamlessly with Glenn Frey and Bernie Leadon's country rock sensibilities. His first full album with the band was 1975's One of These Nights. Key tracks, One of These Nights, and Take It to the Limit. Hotel California, released in 1976, and saw Leadon replaced by Joe Walsh, and included the magnum opus song Hotel California, Felder's legendary opening riff, and the unforgettable solo trading off with Joe Walsh. It also included the track Victim of Love. The album, The Long Run, was released in 1979. Key tracks, Those Shoes. Felder's use of the talk box added a funky, futuristic tone, and his soulful solo on I Can't Tell You Why. By 1980, tensions within the Eagles were at an all-time high, leading to the band's breakup. Felder would work on albums by the Bee Gees, Diana Ross, Barbra Streisand, and Stevie Nicks, among others, throughout the 80s. Felder would write and record the track Heavy Metal, Taking a Ride, for the animated movie Heavy Metal in 1981, backed by Henley and Schmidt of the Eagles. The soundtrack also included his track, All of You. Felder released his first solo album, Airborne, in 1983. Key tracks, Never Surrender, co-written with Kenny Loggins. The track would be used on the Fast Times at Ridgemont High soundtrack, and the track, Who's Tonight. Felder continued making music, but his split with the Eagles turned bitter. He recorded Wildlife from the 1985 motion picture The Slugger's Wife. He also penned the 1985 song She's Got a Part of Me from the soundtrack to Secret Admirer. After the success of the tribute album Common Thread, The Songs of the Eagles, the band regrouped for a concert aired on MTV, which resulted in the new album Hell Freezes Over in 1994. The Eagles would tour until 2001, when Felder was fired from the band, leading to lawsuits and years of legal battles. But Felder wasn't done yet. Felder would publish his biography, Heaven and Hell: My Life in the Eagles, in 2008. It's a very good read. He released Road to Forever in 2012, King Song, Fall from the Grace of Love, a heartfelt reflection on his Eagles departure. The album American Rock and Roll was released in 2019. King Song, Rock You, featured Sammy Hagar and Slash, proving Felder still had plenty of fire. Felder is still touring in 2025. His impact on rock music is undeniable. His melodic phrasing, technical precision, and ability to craft unforgettable solos make him one of the greats. His contributions to the Eagles sounds are timeless. His solo work proves he's still a force to be reckoned with. From Gainesville to global stardom, Don Felder has left an indelible mark on rock and roll. What's your favorite Felder moment? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more legendary guitarist deep dives, only on Great Guitarist of the Rock Era. And as always, keep rocking.